G'day guys, hope you're all doing well. It is Friday afternoon and I just got a new figure yesterday. It came in the mail quite late, so I didn't get time to do it last night. So here he is today after a long day's work. It is Nom Anor from the Vintage Collection. Pretty much brand new. Like I said, I just bought this guy loose off eBay. I got him at a reasonable price. So here he is. The Yuuzhan Vong Warrior. An absolutely awesome figure. I wasn't originally going to get this guy. I wasn't too fussed about the look of him, but I've seen a few reviews and I've seen a lot of photos. And yeah, it really persuaded me to pick up this guy, and I'm glad I did, because he just looks really, really cool. Obviously, the hood is terrible, so I'm just going to remove that in just a second. The cape itself looks quite cool. It's the hood really lets it down. It really does let it down. I mean, that is just terrible. I just don't understand why Hasbro cannot get these hoods right. So I'm just going to remove that. The way we do that, he has got another piece of armor that sort of sits over there. That just sort of pegs out. You get a hole in the back there. It slips over the top just from the elastic band, and that goes in the box of clogs. And we can just peg this piece back in there. Now, he looks a lot better now. He does come with this staff, which is a really quite a long piece. That's how tall it is. That's where it is at his feet. That's how tall it is. Really nice design on this piece. Comes in two parts, so pegs in the middle there. Really nice design work on this. I really like that. It almost reminds me of Gandalf's staff from Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, or the way it appeared in the Fellowship of the Ring anyway. A really nice piece, really nicely detailed and sculpted. Paintwork's pretty much stock standard, one colour. It's a really nicely detailed piece. I'm not sure how well that's picking up, but it's a very natural looking design to it. Obviously the Yuuzhan Vong are from another galaxy, and their weapons are completely unlike the galaxy we all know, and as they don't use sort of blasters and weapons, it's all very natural, as is their armor. So yeah, very nicely put together figure. I'm actually really happy with this guy. I was sort of playing with him a bit last night and setting him up in some cool poses, and yeah, I'm really happy with this guy. So once again, you can remove this armor again, and we can pop off his head, and this chest armor is removable. We can get a look at what's underneath. Some nicely sculpted work there on his chest armor. He had a ripped six-pack there. Obviously got some really cool gems over there in their galaxy. Yeah, it does look better with the armor on. I just thought I'd give you a quick look at that. We'll pop the head back on, and this piece of armor can just peg back in there. So yeah, it's really well sculpted, really well designed, really well painted. So I'm actually really happy with this guy. I can see it's not the sort of figure that will appeal to everyone, but those that are a fan of the EU and the novels and everything that happens after Return of the Jedi with the Yuuzhan Vong War and all that, I think you'll really enjoy this figure once you've got him in your hands. So I definitely recommend it to those who decide to pick it up. You got these sort of really cool spikes coming up and down his arms. I really like the blue colour, the way it sort of fades out to blue. Really nice looking, really cool. All other little spots of blue. Not exactly sure what that symbolises, but really nice paintwork. I like the blending they've done, going from this sort of almost like a bronzy brown, black grey sort of colour. It's hard to describe actually. The way it sort of blends out to the blue. Here's a great example. The way it sort of fans out into a Really nice rich blue colour. So we go to the front again. His hands, he's got some really big hands compared to other figures. These cool little, I don't know what they are on his hands there. It's sort of, I'll have to read a bit more about him in order to learn what they are, but they sort of come out and sit on his knuckles on both hands. His hand here is sculpted really nicely. Quite a vicious enemy for the galaxy that they invade. They're immune to force powers, so Jedi aren't really that effective against these guys, whereas their force powers are concerned. So these guys tend to be quite the difficult enemy for them, from what I've read anyway. So articulation for this guy, he's got a ball-jointed head, or ball socket head, ball-hinged shoulders and elbows, he has swivel wrists, he has a swivel waist, swivel hips, ball-hinged knees, and he has ball socket feet, much like the Embo figure from the Clone Wars. Let me just pop one out and show you what I mean. It's just a ball and socket. They still move rather well. Not a great deal, but enough to sort of get him to stand well however you move his legs. They're definitely a cool figure. I really recommend this guy if you're into him. I'll zoom up a little bit more on the head if I can hold it still even. Really nicely sculpted head, like his big ears. Almost looks like a very human skull with all the eyes and the teeth and all that. He's got some nice tattoos on his head. Once again, I'm not sure what that resembles. Obviously something to do with their culture, I'm not sure. Definitely an interesting figure. So I hope I've given you guys a good look at Nom Anor. Like I said, he is from the Vintage Collection, Wave 4 of 2012. Overall, I think that's Wave 10, 11 to 13. Don't quote me on that. I've actually lost track. So yeah, like I said, I hope you've had a good look at this guy. Hopefully I'll be back with some more new stuff soon. Got a big toy fair in Adelaide here tomorrow, here in Australia. It's the city I'm from, is Adelaide, so we've got a thing called a mega toy fair, so I'm going to check that out. I'm taking a handful of cash, and I'm hoping to find some cool items, so I'll definitely be sharing with you what I get tomorrow. So yeah, wish me luck. So until next time, guys, I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Hope you all had a great week. And let me focus. There we go. And I'll be back very soon with some more videos, so stay tuned. And I'll catch you all very soon.